Look what I have. I've been waiting for this. I ordered it the day they announced and it's finally here. This is my Friday evening. I'm 26 years old and I'm building Lego after work week. I think I made it. This is life. This is life. Over the years, my view on certain things, how I think about life, what does it mean to me, what is ambition, what is family, friends, relationships, it has evolved quite a bit. And I say evolved because I have some core beliefs that have strengthened over time. When I am wrong, I admit I am wrong and I learn. And I will say that I've corrected some beliefs of mine, but for the most part, I've been true to myself and life has shown me why my truth is the truth. I'm not saying I'm perfect, no one is, but dealing with so many people, working in so many places, living and traveling around the world, I often criticized myself, doubted my worth, and I was just harsh to my own self due to other people that I want to be nothing like. Or I will frame it in a different way. Because of me letting some people into my life and being in situations that I know I should have walked out of, I ended up being extremely hard on myself. Accountability, always, I did it. You already know what I think about taking ownership and responsibility. This experience and so much data of holding myself accountable made me realize that many of those times I was right, but I shut out my opinion or thoughts so I could make someone else more comfortable, make them feel better about themselves. But that doesn't mean that my truth changed. I just lost touch with it. Humble enough to admit when it is my fault, but I am confident enough to know I am right when I am. Roughly 500 pieces done. This is what it looks like so far. I'm getting tired, but I'm loving it, so let's keep going. It's gonna be a long night, boys. Another topic I've been reflecting on lately is positivity or negativity. Opposite sides of the same coin. I think that positivity, just like negativity, is a choice we make. I've been through the darkest of times, severe anxiety and depression. Sometimes I can't help but think if it was my choice. Did I want to be miserable? Did I get comfortable being anxious? Did I feel like something was off when I was not depressed? I don't know, I really don't. I can only close my eyes and try to imagine how I was feeling, and I honestly tend to incline towards the fact that it was a choice. At the time, I do remember days when no one could have told me anything to make me feel better or even remotely positive. But on those days, am I not just being stubborn on negativity? Please understand, I'm not saying don't seek help for your mental health. If you need help, get help. I still see a therapist regularly, even though I'm in such a better place compared to where I once was. But I know that sometimes you can be our own worst enemy, especially on days when we need to be our own best friend. How can we be our own best friend? I've heard of this idea for a long time now, that we should be our own best friend, that we should talk to ourselves like we would to our best friend, be there for ourselves like we are for our best friend. I've never had a lot of friends. When I was a kid, I grew up mostly just being on my own or tagging along my sister when she would go hang out with her friends. Then I got into school and I struggled to connect with people. I would find one kid that I liked and that's it, we're a duo. But this improved as I grew a bit older. We had a skating rink in my school and I got into skating and I was good at it, in fact, quite great. So I was able to make some friends in my skating group. But that didn't last long because I lost my skates when we had to move houses and we weren't rich at all. I couldn't even think of buying a new pair even if I really wanted to. In high school, I had 4, maybe 5 friends. I was cool with a lot of people, but it was just us 5 who were always together, studying together, competing against each other. And to be honest, that was one of the most fun times in my life. And you know who you are if you're watching this video, and I know you miss those times too. After graduating high school, when I started college, I turned that friends switch off 4 years of college, every single conversation I had was for a reason. Every conversation was about a project, an opportunity. What can we trade? Will you help me with that project if I connect you to this person? It was brutal. I am self-aware that the way I was those 4 years, I hurt a lot of people, certainly. I also know that I couldn't have done half the things I did if I was any different. I wouldn't be where I am today. And that isolation in my own world, it led to the lowest point in my life. And to be honest, I'm not entirely sure if I have recovered or not still in some ways. Mentally, I like to think I am better, but I have so many things that need fixing. I still overthink. I still continuously doubt myself. And because I never had too many friends or a best friend, I don't know how I can be that for myself. I haven't had a best friend, but I have made myself available to be that for others. And so, putting myself on the spot here, could I not draw some ideas from that? How was I to others? How did I care for others? How do I care for those closest to me? I tell them to be more kind to themselves. I tell them to believe in what they know, trust in what they have done, and be a tad more hopeful. I tell them that it is okay to slip up. I encourage them to keep going. I push them to be better, even though mostly I am misunderstood. But I try. If I ever walk into someone's life, I make it damn sure that I leave it better than it was when I walked in. Sometimes my mindset of accountability and never complaining is the reason of my departure. But I still make sure that I can find a way to make them feel better in times they do rant. I make myself available to listen. I tell them not to doubt themselves. I tell them to not believe those who attack their energy. And at times, I help them not believe themselves when self-hate creeps in. Will I become my own best friend if I started telling myself all that? Maybe. I could give it a try. Will you try with me? Something about the way Lego or puzzles, I love jigsaw puzzles, the way they come together as we piece them together, it's so calming and uplifting. Let's piece together ourselves with the broken parts of our past, the reality of our present, and the hope for our future. Okay, it's been hours. It is way past my bedtime. What is the time? It's 5:30. This is when I wake up every day. But it was really fun. I enjoyed doing this. So I haven't finished it yet. I've done this. And let me show you. I've done this guy. Looks pretty good. The only thing... Oops, I broke the leg. The only thing left is the platform. I don't know if I have a photo of it. Maybe on the box. Yeah, so you see... There's this platform where both of these, the ball and the Pikachu, both of them stand. So I need to build that, but I'm gonna do that later. I think I need to go to sleep now, or else I'm gonna be a zombie going into next week. Good night.